Michael Lum hit the highest score of his career of 221 not out on yet another rain-affected day at Trent Bridge, as Nottinghamshire could only draw their latest LV County Championship match with neighbours Derbyshire. Apparently the two captains did discuss setting up this game overnight, but with more rain forecast that never happened, leaving it to the home side to go after batting bonus points after they resumed on 204 for 3 in reply to Derbyshire's 391. Lum, who resumed his innings on 115, and night watchman Luke Fletcher did a fine job to that end. Lum needed just over an hour to take himself to his 150, which followed on from scores of 135 and 47 not out made against Yorkshire last week. The former Yorkshire man got there with his 20th four off what was only his 186th delivery. It was a scintillating innings which had not finished yet. What would have pleased Notts just as much, no doubt, was a 50 for Fletcher, which he reached off his 79th delivery. It was only the second of the big man's career, the other being a 92 made against Hampshire 4 summers ago. Perhaps he was just starting to think about a maiden ton after he clipped David Wainwright away for a 6. But it wasn't to be, as 20 minutes before lunch, having advanced to 64, he was fooled by Wes Durston and trapped in front to end a stand of 123 for the 4th wicket. Lum was not about to give his innings up. He struck yet more boundaries in surviving until the lunch break, but then it looked as if he may be left high and dry, unlike the ground, which was hit by yet more heavy rain showers during the afternoon session. Between one of the breaks, Nottinghamshire lost Stephen Mullaney, who nicked Tim Groeneval to Chesney Hughes in the slips, after making 7. Lum came back out for the final time in the 180s, and he was not going to miss out on a double ton. In doing so, he became the 9th man in the championship this year to get to such a figure. Lum had slowed down a tad in between trips to the pavilion, but he'd still made it off 267 balls, getting there with his 26th 4. The only thing now resting on this game was for Nottinghamshire to collect maximum batting points. 6 runs short of doing so, Chris Reed, due a big innings soon, was yorked by Mark Turner, a man who always enjoys taking a wicket. The 400 was reached in bags of time, then Paul Franks dragged a delivery from Turner back onto his stumps, before the bowler also removed Andre Adams, who clipped a ball that followed him to Shivnarine Chanderpaul. So it was left to Lum to pass his previous career high of 219, which was made against Nottinghamshire for Hampshire at this very ground. Having struck 28 fours, he now added a 6 to do that. He ended on 221 not out, which was made in his side's 436 for 8. But aside from Lum, the only winner here was the weather, which had meant that this match had long been consigned to a draw. At least Notts took 11 points from it, which leaves them 37 points off the top, but with a game in hand. Derbyshire also have a game in hand on the rest. The 9 points they accrued here leaves them 22 from safety, but they now have fellow strugglers Somerset at home next.